Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fauzana Husna Aini binti Zulkifli, S60165, and this is my group members. Bagisa anak perempuan Tanggabelu, Harid Akmal bin Muhammad Azuddin, and Izzat Irfan Ali Ibrahimi bin Abdullah from group 21. For this assignment, each group will be given a problematic question and need to solve it based on the topic that they have learned.
The legal principle in relation to this situation of Section 70 of Contract Act 1950, which stated about fraud includes any of the following act committed by a party to a contract or with his connivance or by his agent which intend to deceive another party thereto or his agent or to induce him to enter into the contract. First, the suggestion as to the fact of that which is not true by one who does not believe it to be true. Next, the active consumer of the fact or one having knowledge of or belief of the fact. Next, a promise made without any intention of performing it. Next, any other act fitted to deceive any act of omission as the law specially declares to be fraudulent. Kemudian silence as to the fact likely to affect the willingness of a person to enter into a contract is not a fraud, unless the circumstances of the case are such that regard being had to them is the duty of the person to keep in silence to speak, or unless silent in itself equivalent in speech. By performing an agency relationship, there is several duties of an agent involved. This include to not let his own interest conflict with duty which is provided under Section 108 of Contract Act 1950. To not let his own interest conflict with duty means that the agent required to act in good faith, which is the agent must disclose everything that he knows to the principal, to all material effect of the contract, and all the money and profit should be put in principal account. Another duty of the agent is to avoid to make secret profit out of performance of his duty. Secret profit means extra payment, secret commission, or any financial advantage given by the agent over the above the commission or other remuneration agreed by the principal and the agent. However, if the principal know the profit gained by the agent and the principal consent to it, it is no longer secret, thus the agent is entitled to keep the profit. Moreover, there are remedies available for the principal who did not consent to the secret profit. It includes: first, repudiate the contract, especially if the principal feels it will be the advantage to him. Next, principal may recover the amount of bribe from the agent. Next, the principal may refuse to pay the agent his commission or other remuneration. Next, the principal may terminate the agent for the breach duty. Next, the principal may sue the agent and the third party giving the bribe for damage of any loss he may sustain through entering the contract, and principal may also be criminal charges for bribery under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1961. According to the Corruption Act 1950, where it clearly stated that any one of the party doesn't commit anything in contract and stay flawless, have the right to revoke the contract they enter into, and they also can rectify the contract. This have been provided under Section 90, but there is exception if the party have link with fraud. There is clear study to support this issue. Boston did see and ISCO V answer. Director was instructed to arrange for a construction of unknown ship to call. He took secret commission for the ship burden. Next, Mitulaya V Life Insurance Court of India, it was decided that if one of the party have carried out and at which amount to fraud, they are not entitled to reclaim the money which have been backed by the Section 64 by any contract in similar Section 65 of Corruption Act 1950.
Hi, my name is Haris Akmal bin Muhammad Azuddin. My metric number is S60171. Today, I would like to present the argument for this case. Based on this case, Muthu made or received a secret profit when he acts as a representative on behalf of Ali, when Ali employed him to sell several of his house in Tok Jembal. Muthu should not take the extra of 3,000 and 2,000 without the consent of Ali. Then, Ali found out that Muthu took the money without his consent, and Ali did not agree with Muthu's action. Muthu has been charged as breach of duty, and Ali also may refuse to pay him the commission. If Ali feels that Muthu have been disadvantageous to him, with the reference to Section 168 of the Contract Act 1950, if an agent deals on his own account in the business of the agency without first obtaining the consent of his principal, or that the dealings of the agent have been disadvantageous to him, the principal may repudiate the transaction. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bagisa Tanggabelu, and this is the application. In response to the first question, whether Muthu profited secretly from the discharge of his duties or not, any bribe, hidden commission, or other financial gain obtained in addition to the commission agreed upon under the agency contract is referred to as secret profit. When negotiating on behalf of his principal, an agent is not permitted to receive any covered benefit from a third party without his knowledge. If the principal understands about the agent's profit and approves it, it is no longer a secret, and the agent has not breached his promise. Section 168 states that if an agent deals on his own account in the agency's business without first obtaining his principal's consent and informing him of all material circumstances that have come to his knowledge on the subject, the principal may repudiate the transaction if that case demonstrates either that any material fact that has been dishonesty concealed from him by the agent or that the agent's dealings have been detrimental to him. In application of the Section 17 of Contracts Act 1950 to the situation between Ali and Muthu in regards to what that has been embedded in this section on the definition of fraud, Muthu has committed a fraudulent act by receiving a side or secret commission from the purchaser of the house without the knowledge of Ali, who was the person who hired Muthu to be his agent to sell two of his houses in the first place. This section of Muthu falls under the active concealment of the fact that he has been receiving a side commission from the purchaser without the knowledge of the owner, Ali. Moreover, this action of deceiving Ali that has been done by Muthu falls under the category of committing a fraudulent act. Therefore, this action is indeed applicable for Muthu since his action of deceiving and concealing the truth from Ali constitutes fraud. In regards to dismissal of agent for breach of duty, the case of Boston Deep Sea Fishing and Ice Co. v. Ansel can be applied to the situation between Ali and Muthu. The facts in this case have some similarities with the facts of this question, whereby in both situations the agent had made unauthorized profits behind the owner's back. In relation to the judgment of the case to the situation between Ali and Muthu, the action that has been carried out by Muthu is indeed a clear example of conflict of duty and unauthorized profit due to his action of bribery done by both the agent Muthu and the purchaser. Applying the case of Sananayake v. Neo as what that have been mentioned in this case, the plaintiff is said to be entitled to make all inquiries and to learn all the facts, which in this case did not happen accordingly to her. Similar situation that happened to Ali in the facts of the question due to Muthu's action of not concealing the truth of his secret profit-making action to Ali. This action is evident enough to prove us that he has been breaching his duty as an agent since the very beginning. Thank you.
As a conclusion, my advice to Ali is that he has all the rights to recover the amount of bribe from the agent Muthu. Ali also can refuse to pay Muthu his commission or other remuneration, and he as a principal may terminate Muthu as an agent as he breached the duties of agent by committing a fraudulent act. If in any circumstances Muthu refused to pay Ali by all means can bring this case to court and bring criminal charges against Muthu and the purchaser for bribery under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1961 and sue Muthu for breach the contract. That's all from our group. Thank you.